Hey everybody, how you feeling? What you doing? How you been? It's your sis from the collective with another message from spirit, and I'm doing amazing. If anybody cared, I am doing amazing. I just came back from a beautiful walk, a little brisk because this wind is definitely winding out here in Georgia. So, because I wanted to record this video outside, but me and the damn camera would have blew away. So I had to come back in, okay? But the message, right, that Spirit placed on my heart to share, it was layered, which is why it's taking me this long to put this video up. Not only was it layered, but it also at first did not apply to me. And I was like, do I feel like creating a video? And what, for me, when they want me to share a message and I don't share it quick enough, that download gets louder and it starts to play out for me in different areas with different people that's in my circle. And so when I seen that, I said, all right, Spirit, I heard you, so let me go ahead and get this video to the people. So the download is, what is your awareness around reciprocal energy and when you need to recharge? Okay, recharge energy, reciprocal energy. There are two different type of energy. And so when I sat in that, I said, all right, Spirit, I understand that part, but why would you be giving me this download that's so layered? It has to be another part. There's always levels to this. It has to be another part. So when I sat with it and I started, it was this morning during my meditation, during my morning ritual, I got another piece of that download. And the example they gave me for this was work. Like, people are unaware that they are experiencing work trauma. Yes, work trauma. Like, some of the ways in which people are experiencing themselves, experiencing other people, experiencing just the dynamics of the work world is traumatic. A lot of people are having anxiety. A lot of people feel like they got to stay prayed up before they go in there, or they notice their mood, their morale is changing, is lower. Their energy is lower. Just so much is happening, and they're unaware that they are experiencing work trauma. And so, yo, I know what y'all, those of you that's still in the workforce, as far as the 9-to-5 world, I understand. I definitely understand what you are experiencing, even if you are unaware of what you're experiencing. And so let's break that shit down a little bit more. Reciprocal energy. Reciprocal energy is when you are in connection with a person, a place, a thing, whatever it is. And you feel like that energy is coming back to you. You feel heard, you feel seen, you feel acknowledged, you feel valued. It doesn't have to be in the same way that you're giving that energy to them, but you feel that energy exchange coming back to you. That's reciprocal. When you are in a recharge situation, that means that you are constantly in a state of enforcing your boundaries because your boundaries are being crossed, or they're trying to cross your boundaries. They're not listening to what it is that you have to say. They're not hearing you. Okay? They're not hearing you. It's not permeating through their brain. It's not connecting. And so you may walk away from that experience, that person, that place, that thing, feeling like you are depleted, you are exhausted, you are irritable, you are tired, you did not get a reciprocal exchange. And so you gave from your energy bank to this person, place, or thing, this situation, and you didn't get anything back in return. The reason why I'm breaking this down is because I want you to apply that breakdown for both reciprocal energy and rechargeable energy and apply it to where you are at work. Whether you are working for yourself, but for the most part, this particular download applies to people who are still working a 9 to 5, a traditional 9 to 5 job. And the reason why I wanted to really put this video out there finally, besides Spirit yelling in my ear, excuse me, about it. I'm thirsty, y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna drink some water before we continue on. Whew, because I'm still hyped up from that walk. It was cold though. So, the reason why I wanted to put this video up is because I was talking to a really good friend. Was it yesterday? It may have been the day before yesterday. I don't damn know. You know, I ain't got no concept of time right now. But I was talking to her, and remember, if you've been listening way back when I was talking about a boss of mine on paper, but I don't report to nobody but God. But on paper, he was my boss at the job I left, right? And I guess he reached out to her and was telling her, like, yo, I know you still talk to Sam. You know, if you talk to her, let her know everything she said was right. Everything she said about this place was accurate. And I just had to laugh because not only did I don't need your validation. That was one of the main boundaries that I had to enforce when I was in there. I don't need your validation of me. You can keep your commentary, all of that. I don't need it. I don't need it. Like, I already know what my experience is. I've been saying what my experience is of this place, whether people wanted to understand it or not, but they waking the fuck up. They seeing what's going on. People are jumping shit. People are getting out of Dodge. People are looking at their life and at their current role, especially in that place, in a different lens than they ever had before. And I understand because several people that I know that's still working there has reached out to me and saying similar stories. Shit is worse. You know, things are the same. And that is why I'm telling you to look at your life, look at your experience, and really, let's dig into that. Dig into it and see how you really feel. Because what I'm noticing, right? I said this before. There's a lot of unhealed people all over the fucking world, but there's a lot of unhealed people, especially in leadership roles, in department head roles, meaning they are not showing up to work and worrying about just self. They have a whole team, a whole department, you know, a whole company that is relying on them to make sound decisions, to have integrity, to be honest, to give a fuck about the people that's working for them. But let's be honest, that's not the case. And so you have a lot of people who feel stuck in their workplace, in their position, in their role, and they think that, oh, there's no way out of this because this is my boss, and like, you just can't change your reality. I'm not saying you can change your reality sometimes quick overnight, but you absolutely can change your fucking reality, because the change starts internally. It starts with you even believing that you can change. It starts with you even knowing that this shit right here is not it. This is not what I want for me. This is not enough for me. And it's okay to want more. So how do I get more? How do I make myself happier? How do I make myself feel more connected to the job that I'm doing, connected to the place that I'm coming to, and I'm spending more time outside of my home to even make a living? Why suffer making a living for whatever it is that you want to call into your life when you can actually be happy? And nobody said that being happy doesn't come with its challenges, but overall you're happy. Overall, you feel connected to what it is that you're doing and you feel respected. That is what you need to consider, because a lot of you are in a situation where it is depleting your energy. It is depleting your creativity. It is depleting your confidence in yourself that A, you can speak up for yourself. B, you deserve the fuck better. And C, you can get the fuck out of there if your ass is not happy. You're not powerless, fam. You're not powerless. And so I really want you to look at where you're working, because this is not going to be for everybody. You do have some jobs out there that give a fuck about you. You do have some jobs out there that they care more about the employees because they understand that it starts there first. Before you can even provide a service, before you can even sell a product, what about the people? What about the boots on the ground? That's really important. But you have a lot of people, you have a lot of companies where there's a lot of people, a lot of different hierarchy levels. And at that higher level of, leaders, that's where they're the most checked the fuck out. That's where they're the most, corrupted. If you're not working for a company that actually give a damn about their people. And so they're detached. They can't possibly fathom the type of, assignments or procedures or policies they're handing down that makes absolutely no fucking sense. That, make it make sense. It doesn't make fucking sense. All it is another bad idea or a recycled idea that they think is brand new that's going to work. And they know it's not going to work, but they're giving you busy work. Or they're asking for a whole lot of things for you to do, and you don't even feel prepared. You don't feel trained. You don't even feel like your onboarding was fucking successful. You feel like day damn one, and you might be 6 months or a year into your position. Did you ever consider, right? With all of this, no matter what your challenge may be at work, at home, whatever, but specifically right now we're talking about work. Did you ever consider that maybe you are experiencing all of this strife, you're experiencing all of this conflict within yourself? Because I know that when you get the fuck up, you already looking for what time I'm getting the hell off. You already looking like, okay, it's Monday, where the hell is Friday ass at, so I can go to the damn weekend. You already feel like you don't want to tap back into your 9-to-5 world. If you have all of those feelings, if you have that experience, did you ever consider that this was the lesson that your guides, that your ancestors, God, whoever it is, fill in the fucking blank, don't matter to me, or that yourself, because we manifest what we want? Did you ever consider, with all of that anguish inside of you, all of that anxiety inside of you, every time you said, I cannot, this shit is not it, this is ghetto, I don't like it, or this is not making me happy, did you ever consider that you manifested this whole experience at your job in order for it to propel you into your dreams, propel you into the path that you are aligned with, propel you into something that makes you happier, makes you feel fulfilled, and makes you feel free? Did you ever consider that? It may be on the outside looking rough and looking like this ain't the fuck it. Okay, cool. But don't stay in that energy. Don't stay there. Start to put a plan together, whether it is to transfer. Maybe your experience may not be like mine. For me, I would say it took me a good year from internally for it to start looking, for it to appear on the external, in my external world, of me leaving my corporate job. But for me, it was a little bit harder because I knew I was not going to go work for nobody else. And that gave me so much fear, so much fucking anxiety, and so much doubt. But I knew I was not happy. And you know that feeling when you just feel like your soul is dying every time you come here. You just feel numb. You just on autopilot, and you don't give a damn about whatever the hell it is that you're saying. I was only doing the bare minimum of my job. Because when you go above and beyond and do all this extra stuff, what are you getting from it? You're trying to prove a point. You're trying to show how worthy you are. And I'm already fucking worthy. So I'm only going to do what is expected of me until I'm given extra resources, until I'm given a merit increase, a bonus, until I am giving the incentives and the benefits I need in order for you to validate and show your appreciation. Because I don't need your validation, but for you to show your validation and your appreciation for me as an employee of yours, I'm not doing anything extra. And when that pattern is the same and it's very consistent, you have a choice to make. Do you want to stay in a box that you know don't serve you, and you're constantly making somebody else look good, But what are you getting out of it? And what are you getting? Nothing. Nothing but more work, stress, and, coming to a fucking place that just make you feel like this cannot be it. This life is not lit for me. And let's talk about the pay. Because honest and true, and I made a good salary at my last job, but honest and fucking true, even if you're making $70,000 to $80,000 and up, a lot of people still cannot pay all of their bills, put money in saving, and go and take vacation or do whatever miscellaneous shit they want to damn do without checking their account to see when the next check gonna come, or saying, okay, well, I got these amount of days before the next check come. So you're living in an environment where you're coming to an environment at work where you are unhappy. You don't feel fulfilled and you don't feel appreciated. You were doing more work, but now, you done scale that shit back and you meeting the expectations. But then in a way, you still working and living paycheck to paycheck. Stop me where this shit start making sense for you. Like, stop me where you think that this is the light. Now, for some people, reality, this is their reality. This was not my reality. I'm talking to people whose reality this is not. Because it's going to urge you to look at your life. Take stock of your life and start looking at the patterns of, okay, this experience may look like shit. Yes. But how can I change it? It's to show you that you're not powerless. It is to show you that you can create a new reality, a new narrative that will fit how you want to feel. So start asking yourself, if where you are working currently, is it reciprocal, or do you constantly find yourself having to recharge? Because my ass was recharging like a mug, okay? I mean, I got to get prepared on Sunday before work. Then come Monday morning, I got to hit my prayer room. Then when I get to fucking work, before I even take my first meeting or talk to any of my employees, I'm hitting my prayer room at work. That's how deep I had to go into staying in alignment. Because when you're in a place where you're surrounded by nothing but I can't say you're surrounded by just nothing but, because there were very few woke people or very few people who were able to stand their ground and really enforce their boundaries. Majority of people would feel a way, but they didn't say anything, they didn't act on it, and they didn't do nothing the fuck about it. And change can't come like that, So I constantly felt like I was living in a life and going to a job where I was constantly in survival mode. I'm constantly having to enforce my fucking boundaries. So when I heard this boss say, oh, tell her that she was right, is what I got to say to that. Just a blank. That's it. That's all. I'm not about to waste no energy where the energy don't belong. And another part of the download when I was praying this morning, right, they was talking about when COVID hit. So let's just say 2020. When 2020 hit, that's where a lot of people mental shift took place. A lot of people started to say, okay, we've been out of work, we work from home, we had this new normal. Let's take it a step further. Why the hell am I going to even come back? Why the hell am I even going to stay at a place where I know that I'm not happy? And so that helped them elevate and evolve into the new timeline of their life and to take a chance. Even though you take the chance doesn't mean it's going to always run smooth, but are you happy? Are you at peace? I'm a new business owner and sometimes I'm scared, but at the same time, I'm more happier and more at peace than I've ever been working for somebody else in my life. That shit can't be paid for, like that peace is priceless. So make the decision for whatever it is that will bring you fucking peace. But to talk about the 2020, A lot of people left and started their own companies and their own job, but that was by design from the universe. It was really starting from that point so that people can start to see and really gauge what is the things that's in their life. Like, what are the things that's in their life and what is it worth to them? Are you happy with the current state of your life? Are you happy with your current job? Are you happy in your current relationship? Are you happy with yourself, with who you are when you look in the fucking mirror? Are you happy? And if you're not, that is okay. If you don't even fucking know, that is okay. But start there and stay there until you can now move to the next step. Because if you know for a fact that you're not happy, but you can't put your finger on what it is, sit in that. Sitting that. And when you sit in it, it will come to you. But don't ignore it and say, well, because I don't know what it is, I'm just not going to do anything. I'm just going to stay here. Or this is the safer option. So let me just stay at a job that don't fucking serve me no more. Don't make me fucking happy. That ain't paying me enough. Like, you're just struggling all around. And you don't have to. If you choose to, that's a different story. But I'm trying to let you know that you don't have to. And I'm speaking from experience. So I wanted to go ahead and put that video out there because, you know, I'm grateful, man. I'm so grateful that I do things when I'm scared any fucking way. And I'm going to go in the direction of what makes me happy, what gives me peace, and what makes me free. As long as I have those, I'm adaptable. As long as I have those, I am flexible. I'm not concerned with what's going to come my way. I'm not concerned with whatever lesson they're going to give me because I know that I'm happy, I'm at peace, and I'm free. So remember, a seed can't grow unless you water it. So get your ass up and bless up. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.